Hey guys, how's it going? Here's your 5.7 quiz review. Remember how I'd like you to do this is you first do the problems on your own, then you check to make sure that your answers match up with mine. So the first problem that we're going to do is I'm going to start with you with 50 liters, and I want you to convert that to gallons. Okay? So our first step is to always write what we have over 1. So I have 50 liters over 1. And then I'm trying to get it to gallons. So in my book, I need to figure out the conversion rate to get from liters to gallons. I know that 1 liter is 0.26 gallons. So I'm going to cross out my liters because my goal is to end up with gallons, which I have. So now I can just multiply across. 50 times 0.26, that is, let's see here, 50 times 0.26, that is 13. So I know that I have 13 gallons. Now remember, tomorrow you need to make sure that your work is in this format, because if it's not, it's going to be wrong. So don't just show me the multiplication that you did. Make sure that you have it in this format, because like I said, if you don't, it is going to be counted wrong. And then also make sure that your answer has a label to it. We're working with gallons and everything else, so you just need to make sure that you're telling me what your label is. Okay? Now, I'm going to erase this real quick, and we're going to try another one, because for some reason it won't let me add a new slide. So the new one that we're going to try is, I want 32 feet. We're going to convert 32 feet into meters. So I'm going to start with my 32 feet, and I'm going to put that over 1. And then I need to look for my conversion rate that goes from feet to meters. So I know that 1 foot is equal to 0.3 meters. The abbreviation for meters is just M. So now I can cross out the feet, and I'm just left with meters. Since I'm just left with that, I want to make sure that that's what I wanted to be left with, and it is. So now I can just multiply straight across. 32 times 0.3 is 9.6, so my final answer would be 9.6 meters. Again, recognize that I put it in this format. I didn't just multiply and say that was my answer. Also, my answer has a label to it. That's very important, okay? Now, that's kind of be the majority of your test, but there's also a word problem that's on there, okay? The word problem that's on there is something along the lines of that car question that we did in class. So let's say we have an American car, and that American car goes 32 miles on 1 gallon. And let's say I have a European car that goes 17 kilometers on 1 liter. Now, in order to compare these, we need to put them both with the same unit. So I need either both to be miles and gallons or both kilometers and liters. I'm going to make them both miles and gallons. So I'm going to keep A the same. Nothing's going to change about A. But I am going to change E. So I'm going to start by writing E. And I know I need to convert those kilometers to miles. So I know from my conversion that 1 kilometer is, let's see how many miles that is. 1 kilometer is 0.62 miles. Miles abbreviation is MI. So then I know that I can cross out my kilometers and I'm left with miles, okay? So I have that part of it figured out. Now I need to get my liters into gallons. I know my conversion rate is that 1 liter is approximately 0.26 gallons. So I put this one on top because I can cross this one out with this one over here. And so now I'm left with gallons on the bottom. I have miles over gallons. This one's miles over gallons. I'm good to go. So now all I need to do is multiply straight across. So on the top I need to do 17 times 0.62. 2 times 7 is 14. Carry the 1. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. Drop a 0. 6 times 7 is 42. It's going to be 10. Add that all together. I get 4501. I have 2 spots behind my decimal, so I move 2 this way. So I have 10.54 miles on top. And on bottom, I have my gallons. So I just have 0.26 gallons. Alright, so like I was saying, what you're going to have to do from here, in order to get this over 1, we need this over 1 so that we can compare it to, actually, hold on a second. We need this over 1 so that we can compare it to this 1 gallon over here. So how I'm going to do that is I'm actually going to divide. I'm going to do 10.54 divided by 0.26. If you do that, you're going to end up with, hold on one second here, let me do the math. 10.54 divided by 0.26 you're going to get something around 40.53 miles for 1 gallon. Okay, so this is your new European car. 40.53 miles per gallon, whereas the American is 32 miles per gallon. So the only difference here is that now I can compare the tops of them, and I can see that E has a better gas mileage, okay? So then I would pick E. That's going to be something around what your test question's like tomorrow, so make sure you know how to do those two-step problems, okay? Alright, that's the end of your video. If you made it to this point in the video, what I would like you to do is put slime ban on top of your paper. And that whole slime ban, that goes to the fact that there's now a slime ban, so you cannot be bringing slime to class anymore. Alright? Good luck with all this stuff. I'll see you tomorrow.